and welcome, beloveds, to the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. MumbiSeraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you are living, or at least moving into living life truly on your own terms. I've been talking about living my best life, and I feel like now is the real opportunity for us to live our best authentic life, which may not look like what we would have thought our best life looked at, like if we were into the whole matrix, the comforts of the matrix, because we must move into a real season of, self-sufficiency, independence, self-efficiency to survive the seasons ahead, and not only to survive but to truly thrive, because that is what is that is what is available to us. And it's really important that you know we embrace that, and that we don't get caught just thinking that life is going to go back to normal when life will really never be the same again. Now, there's a very interesting story actually that's coming out of that's coming out of a Belgian in Tanzania behaving badly. Well, a Belgian coach in Tanzania has been sacked for his racist outburst, and this was kind of trending on Twitter. His name is Luke Amail. I don't know how you say his name, and his Tanzanian side is called Yanga FCs, and it's one of the two like top Dar es Salaam teams. And he claims that the Tanzania Football Association was favored the rivals. They had a team. So Yanga, this Belgian guy's team, faced off with another team called Simba, and he held a press conference, and they drew 1-1. So he held a press conference where he was extremely emotional, and he ended up calling Tanzanian football fans dogs, monkeys, and saying they were uneducated, and this did not go very well. So he has been, fired. And, this is not his first stint. He has actually been in 10 different countries over the last 10 years. And he is the typical example of how washed up and washed out Muzungu coaches, who are probably like low level, will get these top paying jobs in Africa to come run our national teams and come run our club teams. When, in Europe, no one would even give them the time of the day. But because they're Mzungu, or because they have we have that mentality, that white savior complex is deep, beloveds. That inferiority thing in many of our leaders is so deep, where they think having a Muzungu coach is better and says more about the team than having a local coach. Anyway, those are stories for other days. But this story has been trending because he basically said that jeering from the terraces at his tactical changes showed an ignorance about the game on the part of the fans. And then he went on to on this emotional outburst, and he said, they are completely stupid in this country. They can only shout. They're like monkeys or dogs who are only barking. They can only do that. They don't know anything. That's even like a mouthful. You're saying that in COVID-19 2020? In this unpredictable 2020 year? I guess the anti-racism, protests are just going over the heads of some people, like, you know what I mean? This is insane. So his club basically waited until the end of the season, which happened on Sunday, and then immediately after that, they fired him. He's by the way, he's 60 years old, and get this, he was actually interviewed by this story went viral over the weekend for all the football fans. I'm not really into football, so it's those coliseums. It's the things that keep our people entertained and distracted from the realities of what's really going on. But those are stories for other days. But basically, he was interviewed by BBC Africa, like Sports Africa, and he said, I was provoked by a fan from our rivals, Simba, and I apologized on Friday for my comments. But apology is not enough, and obviously, apology was not accepted because he's been sent packing. But why do Mzungus think, and we've got to stop allowing them to continue to have this mentality that they can just do something, apologize, and keep it moving, and everyone's going to be okay with it, and they can live to throw an insult another day. Anyway, he was fired. Let me know what you think about this. But also, African countries, we need to get out of this thing of hiring Muzungus. Imagine if that's what he's saying in a public press conference. Imagine what he was telling these, like his players in the changing rooms. Imagine the kind of abuse they were receiving when they played badly or something. And I know sports, they have that culture of, the grooming and you're insulted, whatever, the tough, the tough man kind of, coach. But if he could call people monkeys and barking dogs in public, I shudder to think how he was treating his players in private. And that explains why. He's been in a different African country every year for the last decade, but we need to stop hiring Muzungus to train our own. At the very least, identify someone with talent in your own country and send them abroad to be coached by the best of the best, because you're getting like tier zero or tier three. Zero people may think is high, like down there. You're getting the worst of the worst. So why not create and coach the best and best? And why not believe in ourselves? And as I wind up, that's one of the things that was blatantly obvious in the when we were playing for the World Cup is how many African nations actually have Muzungu coaches in the belief that they'll do better. And I know some will say because they have that international experience, etc., etc., so they can help, our boys do well in the international arena. But you don't see that with other countries. I'm sure you don't see like Asian countries with a Mzungu coach. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. All you football, connoisseurs out there. Until next time, tuko pamoja.